Alright guys, so it's JC again. I'm down here at Liberty Cycles doing a walk around review of the 2019 Highlifter Edition RZR 1000. And this thing is pretty awesome, guys. So this one here has actually got the 4,500 pound Polaris installed winch. It comes with this from the factory. Has a synthetic rope on it already, which is pretty much the best you can get when it comes to pulling, so that way if you use the metal kind, they can actually fray and stab your hand and hurt your hands. These right here aren't going to do that, so it's a whole lot better. And the way Polaris designed these is, along with Highlifter, is they designed the winch to be up higher and away from all the mud and debris that it would get on normal machines, so that way you don't get stuck as easy with the winch getting drove down into the dirt. This thing here is right at 110 horsepower is what Polaris states. It's got 15 inches of ground clearance and it's 999 cc's. And now when Polaris designed this along with Highlifter, they pretty much made it to where you can pretty much sink this thing in mud all the way up to, I mean, pretty much past your head, because if you look where the snorkel design is on these, it's actually way up past your head just about when you're sitting down in the cab of this thing. And that right there pretty much vents your intakes and your transmission, I believe. So you got your two intakes and your transmission right here. So it's pretty awesome. And these things, I mean, they can take a beating. I've seen these things go underneath water completely and come out the other side unscathed, and do it time and time and again. This is the back area. It's the twin cylinder 1000 cc. This is where your air box is, where you can check your air filter and all that. There's a little storage area in the back here capable of holding 300 pounds. So, you can pretty much carry whatever you need to. Like I said, these don't come with a trailer hitch. It does have four-wheel disc brakes, and it's got the Outlaw 2 tires on it. So really badass looking tires that can handle pretty much any type of mud you want to throw at it. I think Highlifter said that this is one of the better mud tires that they've used specifically with these, and I believe they also use these on the actual Highlifter Edition Sportsman. Pretty much a lot of the same things as the turbo. Got the Walker Racing shocks on it, the sway bar there. This one, the inside is going to be a little bit different because it has the winch on it. So it's a good side view of her. There, we're getting inside and check it out. I love the orange and black look of this. I've always been a Harley fan, so that kind of goes with it. So this one here, the gauges are pretty much the same as the turbo version. You're going to have all your tripometers, A and B. You got your clock. It's going to tell you your voltmeters. It's going to tell you what fuel you got in it. This one here just happens to be very low. You always got to put your foot on the brake of these to start them. So this one here's got a really good deep tone to it. Sounds a lot like a motorcycle. So it tells you what drive range you're in, park, 4x4. Has a tachometer right here, and you also have a digital one too if you want to flip through it. It tells you your service hours when you need to get to it, engine temperature, your odometer. This one's got 9 miles on it, trip B, trip A, what volts you're running. So down here you got your winch controller, in and out, 4x4, lights. Got your glove compartment, and there's your winch controller like I was talking about, where you can put your controller on there and run it out if you ever need to use it. 12-volt accessory outlet, and your hang-on handle there for your passenger. Your gear controller there with your high and low range. Polaris calls it PVT transmission. So there that is. You got your drain plugs to help you rinse this out. You can drain it all down the bottom. The rear view mirror right there. Pretty much all you can see is your snorkels. Power steering on this works really great. I mean, pretty much just like a car. I mean, real smooth. I mean, even with those big old tires on it, you know, it has a lot less kickback, you know, and it turns pretty easy. 4-wheel disc brakes on this. Definitely a lot of power. Definitely built for the mud. So if that's what you're into, these things here can handle it. and they're pretty comparable. I mean, this one here is right at $23,000 out the door, and you know, Polaris is are starting to be definitely one of the number ones when it comes to building these big side-by-sides. I think Honda's catching up, and Can-Am's definitely another brand that is building these bad boys that are pretty awesome. So any questions, any concerns, anything you want to know, you know, I know, like I said earlier, a lot of people aren't close to dealerships where they can just drive to them pretty easily. Yeah, a lot of people have to go a long ways. So once again, down here at Liberty Cycle, Hinesville, Georgia, they're servicing your Savannah area. So anybody have any questions, concerns, you can definitely give these guys a call, and I'll be doing some more reviews on some other equipment too as well around here. All right, guys, have a good one. Like and subscribe.